Cause Brandon walk into the gas station. He get a quick whoop whoop. And Brandon's fast enough to say, ho.
Right.
Brandon is in investigation mode.
Yeah, because I don't know what's going on.
The other guy is in, I'm about to kill your ass mode.
Right.
And that's how you get to lose your advantage.
Right, correct.
That's how
I don't know what's going on. I don't know how many people are in it, but I'm on the defense already and I'm about to lose. I'm down. He already amped up. He ready to go.
Correct, because somebody's writing the check and you came in there. What's going on?
Playing a peacemaker.
Yeah.
But my girl, she already done put me into. I'm an aggressor now. I'm her backup. I'm her muscle. But correct. That's not how I'm coming in there.
Man, build up. We build up to fight a little bit.
Yeah.
Something got to build up. He got to be the whole situation. Oh, somebody go down. Let me crack my knuckles.
Right.
Somebody go down.
And you got to think a little bit to get you mad and get you angry.
Yeah. But you just can't come into place unless you're a YN. Oh,
yeah, right. Just flip out.
Yeah.
A logical person not gonna be ready to do that.
Yeah. Now, see, when, like I said, you could see something for a way, I could build. See, you see a crazy man talking crazy at Walmart, going
right.
everybody.
Yeah,
Brandon, ain't you building up?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I got to get ready because he may be saying something next. Yeah, exactly.
If he comes to me, what I'm doing,
what I'm gonna do.
At that moment. Oh, you're quick because you already there.
Right. No, I'm with you.
But imagine that crazy person just came instantly crazy, just bumped into you.
Yeah,
I'm not ready.
I'm like, first. Yeah, I'm like, whoa, what's going on? I'm asking a question. I'm like,
yeah, but I'm looking for the sucker punch. That's what I'm looking for.
Correct.
Yeah, or strategy. I'll go get out this situation if it comes to me.
Yeah, because are we trying to hurt somebody? Are we trying to kill somebody? Are we trying to go to jail? No, not necessarily. But we
trying to get BJs. That's what we trying to get that night, and you can't get one of those in jail unless
right,
or unless you're something else.
Correct.
Yeah. What you about to say, Brad? I cut you off to say a joke.
I don't even know. But I'm just saying,
same thing, ain't it? Yeah. You try to come home to your family, right?
Yes. I'm not trying to go out into the world causing problems, fighting with people. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to support my family, and I'm trying to go home.
You trying to? Here's the thing. He's trying to work less, support his family with more money, and go home. That's the goal.
Yes. I'm not a fighter, so I don't get paid to be fighting out in the streets. That's just not what I get paid for. So,
and you got to remember. A mid-aged man turned to a YN when we get older, quick to shoot. Because we know a torn meniscus.
You said what? We know what?
We know a torn meniscus.
Oh, a torn meniscus.
A sprained ankle or a pulled back.
Right.
That's almost a 2-year bid, Brandon. If you catch one of those in your foot.
Right.
So I'm not trying to roll around in the dirt. In a hole, with somebody loaded nuts full of cum.
You're right.
Ready to bust so in his face.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to do that.
Right.
Not trying to do that. So quit the hey, get back. Get back. I said it. I'm saying get back.
How you doing today, though? Huh?
What's up? At perfect timing. I was about to cut on to it. You about to cut on to it. We just about to run down some videos. Somehow we get lucky when we do random videos.
Yeah.
Old videos that settle a little bit. So I forgot about it. A cop reaction. I think this is a wonderful woman. So let's see how wonderful women act.
Okay, I'm down. Let's see.
Because the only thing they like to show is beautiful women acting funny, but wonderful women do the exact same
thing. Yeah, for sure.
I'm waiting to see an Indian woman. I ain't see those yet. America did not get to the Indian woman.
Yeah.
America did not get to the woman who learned Mandarin first and not English. And they didn't get to the Eskimos yet. Everybody else,
You mean
brainwashed it.
Americanized brainwashing? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yo, a Spanish woman brainwashed now. Spanish man brainwashed. How they brainwash? You illegal. If they're coming to get your ass, what you crying for? You knew you was over here. You know what you're doing.
Right.
You're brainwashed. Paul Mooney, Brady gave me the CD. Get your hands off me. I am a legal citizen. I know my rights. That was Paul Mooney, right?
Right.
Jesus, what's his
name?
Okay.
Jesus was
album?
That stand up? Yeah.
Don't be Americanized. Your ass came over illegal. You knew it the whole time, and you ain't paying taxes. You know
right. Don't try to act like you somebody else now.
Yeah. Me no black. Yeah, we know you ain't black. That's why. And look at it, they begging for the black women to go out there to get rubber bullets on their ass.
Yeah. And it's funny because go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go ahead, finish.
And the black women, these black women only took 42 years to come to their damn senses. Quit helping people because they ain't helping you.
Right. So are they not? You don't think they're not? But what I was gonna say is they don't ask other communities, like they're not asking the Asian community or the Indian community to come out there and stand with them. They always want us to be the foot soldiers for people's struggle. They're like, well, they doing bad, they doing you bad too. So why don't you come out here and help fight for us?
They do that, Brandon, because they know most of us are legal, got the right to vote. See, if they call on them people out, they can't vote nobody in. They don't got no damn citizenship. So they gotta get us because we got the U.S. citizenship.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, thank God, black women. Thank God Kamala Harris lost. And y'all got a positive. Came to your damn census on something.
Yeah.
But when first you went to blame the black man, talk about, oh, we ain't fucking tonight. The same night, somebody warm up a bag of popcorn and
it was going down.
You know,
and then remember they was gonna leave the country too. Remember they said they was gonna leave the country. They tired of this country.
Bus routes don't go overseas, Brady. Bus routes ain't never went to across the Atlantic or the Pacific.
Right. And most people relocate to another country out of nowhere. Come on, who's doing that?
Relocate to a zip code down the street. That's a lot of work, Brandon.
That is a lot of work, right?
I'm slow walking it too. If my health was better, it wouldn't be slow walking it.
Yeah.
But I'm slow walking it too. But that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Good
evening. How are you?
Hi. You here?
Yeah.
If you didn't have such bright lights on me.
I understand. You have to have your driver's license and insurance on you?
I'm gonna find that. And I was talking to my husband who doesn't help me out with anything.
Okay.
Oh.
About?
Oh, Brandon. Now, her husband said don't help. She said her husband don't help with anything. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know Brandon is an F-150 man.
Okay.
Is that
that's what that is? Yeah, that's what it looks like from the window, the rearview mirror, and that the window like that. It does look like F-150.
F-150 for the Mexicans, all right.
Well, 2 or 350. Yeah.
All right.
You're right. No, I got you.
So if a husband ain't happy, how much one of those trucks run you right now?
A new one, over 80 for F-250.
I would think it 100 stacks.
Yeah.
So this woman said, my husband don't help me with anything. And she in a truck she can't see out of.
What you mean she can't see out of?
Brandon, look how small she is, Brandon. She got 3 pillows. She's sitting on. All right.
Okay, I'm with you now. Yeah.
The seat
that's a massive truck.
Yeah. The seat is in the front window. I ain't never seen that on no truck before.
Right.
Life.
Oh, I got you. Oh, you're on the phone?
I was on the phone.
Okay. Is your kiddos in the back?
Yes. I got 2 of them.
Oh, they're sleeping. We don't have to roll the window down. I was just curious.
I actually got the thing saved.
Okay.
And thank you, Ford Motor Company. I just want to thank you. I'm about to be adored.
Think who?
Ford Motor Company.
Okay.
This little keypad right here, I believe they started in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept it ever since.
Uh-huh.
You can't get locked off the car if you know the code, people. Malik and LS have one. I quite often use it.
Did you?
How do I use it? The keys in the house. I need to get inside the car.
Right. Boop, boop, boop,
boop. And the door open, I'm in there. That brings so much value.
Yeah.
At the perfect time.
Yeah.
Every car needs this, brother.
Yeah. And my car that I have, if I have my keys outside, like in the house, and I'm trying to get in the car, I gotta go on my phone, go to the app, do unlock. It'll take at least a minute to get in the house. I mean, into the car. But if I had a keypad like that, I can get in instantly.
See, Brent, now they got Brandon tied to the phone like a titty. All right. Brandon, now you got to use your phone to use your card, Brandon.
Yeah. If I don't have my keys in my pocket, yes.
And you agree to it. And the Korean sucking all your information out. Baby pictures, phone numbers, everything they got you.
Yes. And that's Ford, American way now. Go ahead. What?
And Ford, the biggest American, sell the most American cars in America. Got the old school 2000 technology that would be golden today.
Right. Right.
Thank you, Ford.
I stopped you tonight. Well, so first thing, you turned left on a red arrow there at 14 and 47, and then you were all over the road. You crossed the yellow line. You were almost in the ditch with the whole truck. Then you came back in and out. You're riding the grass.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I multitask on a regular basis.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Have you had any alcohol to drink tonight?
No.
Any drugs of any kind?
Okay.
Okay. What's got you driving like that?
Well, I have 2 kids that are just constantly on my case. Always asking me for things.
Sure.
So,
Okay. Did you realize that you were all the way over the shoulder in the grass driving down Route 14 at any point?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd that happen?
Trying to navigate my 2 toddlers.
Okay.
2 what? The children? She's playing the children again?
2 toddlers.
Oh, okay.
So what the toddlers do now, Brent? Are the do you think the toddlers in the seat?
Yeah, they in the car seat in the back if they're small enough.
Do you think they choking? Yes or no?
No, they're not choking.
So do you think is it that urgent? I don't have kids.
And like I said, I've been there, so I know it'll cause you to turn around and check or look in your rearview mirror, but you're not gonna be all off the road because of your kids doing something in the back. And if you do need to do that, you can do what? You can just pull over, right?
If you ain't intoxicated, yes.
Right.
Sometimes, see, when you drink the alcohol, people.
Is that alcohol or is that water?
Now, this is alcohol since I see Brett. I don't drink alcohol while I see Brett in the past 4 months. And now, see, Brandon, right now, this is water.
Okay.
I'm priming it. Ice water.
And it look good too.
See, when you drink alcohol, just a little bit, sometimes you get a little bit loose. You take more risks on things. Like I do crazy stuff on alcohol, stuff I wouldn't do if I was
normally
sober.
Right. I got you.
Yeah. I said, what's the possible thing that happen? I lose an arm or a limb. I take that risk.
You will, right.
Going inside and getting the keys. You see the thinking, Brandon? Alcohol is, I can just go inside, get the keys, or go inside to go in the garage, get a bigger ladder, Brandon.
Yeah.
And I can reach, but Brandon get the small ladder, lean on the house, and got to reach all the way up. Why? Because he didn't want to go in the house to get the ladder.
Because no, go ahead. I say because I'm being lazy.
No, you got the comfort. The alcohol got the confidence. Okay. You said he said ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I did it.
I'm good.
I'm good. If I fall, I get right back up off that hard ground.
Right.
What were you doing that with your two toddlers that got you off the road multiple times?
Picking up, trying to find their tablets.
Okay. Do you usually have motor skill issues?
And she said she ran a red light. She ran a red light too.
Yeah, it was a turn. And watch this. It wasn't more than red light. It was a turn signal with the arrow.
Yeah, saying no.
You think she stopped or she just went through it, brother?
I would hope she at least stopped and looked a little bit before she just ran through it. Let's hope she just ran through it, because that's
we don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened.
It's either you do one or the other. You stop and go and check it,
right?
Or you just and see it.
Right. Maybe that's why her husband gave her this big truck.
Maybe.
I'm just worried that we're okay to make
a lot of people, they get these big trucks for two reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Reason number one, dick small. All right.
Yes. Okay. Correct.
That's only if they got a muffler system on it. If there's no muffler system on it, remove that statement.
Okay.
Reason number two, I can run. If I get in an accident, everybody else getting messed up except for me.
May die but me, right? Yeah.
I.e. my vehicle. My vehicle got smashed up by this damn truck, and he just got a little boop, bust the tail light.
Right.
Home while we got two kids in the back of the car.
I promise you, I will be.
You're fine. Okay.
I'll be good.
Okay. Did you know that you turn left on a red arrow?
I thought I made it just in time.
It was pretty solid red when we went through, but you recognize that it was red at some point. I got you. Okay. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back with you. Okay.
Because she just ran a red light.
Oh, let's get there.
I put my ring on last night that was too tight.
Oh, is it swollen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ice?
Are you particularly tired or anything?
Huh?
She put an ice pack on her hand. She got ice pack. Is that what it is?
I think a ring. She took a ring. Took her ring off for some reason. Why do you think a wife would take a ring off, Brandon?
It might be out there flirting or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Trying to upgrade.
But now she put it back on. This what they do, Brandon. You know what she tried to tip you. I'm a wife. You see it? I got kids.
Right.
Right now.
I'm always tired.
Okay. Because like I said, with what I noticed, the driving seems like you get some motor skill issues. Okay, your eyes are a little glassy. I'm worried that you're okay to drive because what I saw was dangerous. I just want to make sure we're good. So you're more tired than particular today?
I am.
Okay.
If you want to follow me to where I'm going, I'd be happy to.
Sure. First thing I want to do is just make sure that we're able to get there. From what I just saw, I don't think you are able to get there. So what I have you do real quick, it's called a finger dexterity test. I'm going to demonstrate it for you, and then I'll have you complete it. Wait till I'm done with the instructions. But what you're going to do is you're going to touch your thumb to the tip of each finger, and you're going to count out loud 1 to 4, and then you're going to go backwards. You're going to do the test twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4.
She look like she's about to have a hard time.
1. So when I
all right, Brandon, you on the spot. We making this entertainment. Put your hands in the camera, Brandon. Do the test.
Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's see how I do it. Now I may have spinal issues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did I do it?
You did it. We did it. We both did it.
I'm under the influence.
That's what I'm about to say. One of us actually been drinking a little bit. So I saw her. She was watching him as he was explaining what to do. So she should have it because we all watched it. All three of us watched it just now. So
all right.
You should have no problem.
Thank you for being a good sport, Brandon.
Of course, always.
Tell you to start. I want you to touch your thumb to the tip of each finger and then count the number out loud each time, forward and backwards.
This is a good test, though.
Ah, damn, I already had it.
Do you have any questions about that test as I've explained it to you so far?
Nope.
Okay, you can begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. All right.
How'd she do, Brandon?
She did pretty good. She a little sassy though with it. Like,
okay.
She don't.
Can alcohol make you sassy?
Yeah, it do. It make it a little edgy, make it a little ornery. So.
Oh, okay. Well, okay? Well, so to Brandon, if he was an excellent police officer, he'll say she passed this test.
Yeah, for sure.
But she was kind of sassy with it.
Yeah, right.
Well, were you texting on the phone or talking on the phone? You said you were something with your husband or.
To me, now, if I was sober, that's none of your damn business, officer. You know me, Brandon.
I guess he's trying to establish her story. You know, they asked you what you was doing. All right, well, tell me again, what were you doing so I can see if you even remember what you said, or are you under the influence a little bit? Because I need to trust that you're not going to kill nobody after you drive. What?
Wrong, Brandon.
Go ahead. What?
They don't ask no open-ended questions like that because any answer will be correct. Reword your question.
Okay, well, this is my thing. Why do you think he keeps asking her that then? What is he probing for?
Oh, he goes stumbling block your ass. That's what he's gonna do. Oh, camera.
Well, you mean he's trying to jam you up with your answers? Because she can say whatever she wants, but who has control? Who has the power? He has the power ultimately.
Brandon, don't people who drink sometimes, like you say, can't remember?
Yeah, even if you're sober, you can be nervous and forget. You know, that don't necessarily mean you're doing something wrong or you're a danger on the road.
And don't cops, sober or not, no matter what, ask the same questions multiple times?
They do. Yeah, they do. They do.
You know,
and the reason they for some reason cops don't like when you lie to them. They just want you to be straight up and tell the truth. But if
I don't like when the pilot lied to me either, Brandon.
Okay,
yeah. You like liars?
No, I don't like. I don't like liars, but I think in their profession, everybody's gonna try to lie to them. But I think the number one thing cops want, they just want the truth because they're doing a job at the end of the day. So if you're lying to them, you're making their job harder. So they don't like that.
And that's why if I was a cop, you tell me the truth, everything's smooth.
All right.
If you tell me a lie, you get all the charges and whooped.
and that's how they operate like that. Too,
that's how they operate, brother.
Yeah, right.
Tell them the truth, and they get respectful. Thank you for telling me you had a gun in the car, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know, thank you for telling me. They get respectful with that.
Yeah.
And you tell when you lie in the truth. Lie. You know, is there drugs in the car? No, I'm saying no drugs in his car.
Or what? Ask for your lawyer or something like that. Tell him you're not answering any more questions without your lawyer.
For what? See, now Brandon getting sassy.
but are you? Am I lying to you? I'm not lying to you, at least, right? But I'm not all the way cooperating, especially if I'm doing something illegal.
What you hiding? You need a lawyer. What you hiding?
Most people, they pull over, they're doing something illegal anyway.
Nah, you was just doing 5 miles over 50, and you talking about a lawyer.
But most of the time, cops, most of the time, cops, they'll see somebody that's going 5 or 6 miles over the speed limit. They'll look at the car and be like, you know what, I'm gonna let them go. But if they see you in a Charger, or you got tinted windows, or you got a busted tail light, they look for stuff like that. They be like, they could be speeding, but plus some more stuff. They may have something on them. So let me go ahead and pull that person over.
Okay, that's what they need to do. So one person, one violation. The Charger, like always, people, when you're broke, you got multiple. Tail light out, no insurance, 5 miles over the speed limit. Right. You know, you fit the prescription of a YN, you know, you getting pulled over. You're supposed to get pulled over.
Right.
Criminals, you think, Brandon, the more dirt you do, the more you're rolled up in it.
Yeah, for sure.
The poorer you are, the more money you spend on everything.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. You're buying tires that's only 30% cheaper than new ones, but but the old one's gonna be bad in a year. If you bought new ones, your last 4 years. You see what I'm saying?
Right. You're trying to save money, but you end up spending money in the long run.
Yeah.
Or be putting your life at risk, but that's another story.
People don't care about that. Man had a newborn baby, every tire on there flat. Listen, you see what probably happened, Brandon. Somebody went there to slash his tires, and this man, I could tell by his accent, he got to drive an Uber. So
and that's observation.
that's our observation. So he went to the Asian tire place. Hey, I just need 4 tires, Jack.
Now I
Put
need them
on.
now. Right.
Yeah,
Put
how
a
much
low.
money you got? Well, how much the tires cost? 125. We get you 125.
4
we get you
tires.
4.
Mm.
Man, I got $80. So this man sold you tires that I took off my car from Firestone. They just drove them over there. They told me, this is what happened, people. You paid a waste fee. Ain't no waste fee. A man in a ragged ass truck picked them tires up and drive them straight to out of the Latino tire shop or the Asian tire shop, and they stack them up, and you buying them back, people.
Right. Do they do anything to the tires to make them look better, to make them last longer? No,
only
nothing
mark
at all.
them up. That's the only thing they do. Mark up the prices. I deem these tires as unsafe. The auto professional deemed them as unsafe. They junked them, and now you driving on them.
And can you complain? Can you tell anybody, somebody know? They just bank on us not having the knowledge of tires to make an informed decision.
So, ain't no illegal and nothing happened, bro.
It should be though, right? Should you be able to sell somebody, have an auto tire place selling somebody faulty tires?
Brett is used, They put guarantees on them. What's the guarantee say? You read the guarantee. Kyle was about to get something to my Lincoln. So I say, I maybe spend $30 more to get brand new. Right. I was gonna take off, look better than was he was about to sell me, brother.
Right. But instead of going to the big corporation, you want to go to the Asian place or the Latino place, like you say. You want to spend money with them. Yeah, they got a guarantee.
48 hours, brother. These times will last 48 hours. You can bring them back if you want to.
You can bring them back. That's crazy.
So, and that's a real story about my tires.
Mm-hmm.
When I was broke.
But I think
2 years ago.
Right. But I think a lot of people think about that kind of stuff like, dang, should want to save money. Don't everybody say you should save money. You should try to get the best deal. But sometimes the best deal isn't the cheapest item. You know what I'm saying?
You know why I went to the Asian spot, Brandon?
Why?
Because I already plugged the tire once myself.
Uh-huh.
My standard
money.
is but my standard is if I plug them and it's still and the years later that plug failed, this tire doesn't replace the tire.
No,
I just wanted to replace that one. Then I saw the used, his price was the same price as the brand new one.
But people don't, if you don't know any better, if you're not shopping around, how would you know? You just feel like you get a better deal. They like you, they looking out for you if you shop with them. But that's not necessarily the case.
Correct.
And when they put them on, you can look at the tires and know they're not new. And they done had a bunch of miles on them.
Yeah, I was replacing the tire because dry rotting. The ones he wanted to sell me had more dry rot on it. No, we can't mess with that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. What I want you to do is if you can step out of the vehicle for me and come talk to me back here real quick, okay? All right, just right here so we're out of traffic and we're safe, okay? All right. So you haven't had any alcohol tonight, no medications, nothing like that?
That looks like a horse.
That's what I was just about to say. I was just about to ask
on
about
this vehicle. So they making money. They picking up something, maybe motors, maybe
motor. That's what I was thinking.
Electric motors. They picking up, maybe transporting. Mm-hmm. And this is a tax write-off, people.
You're right. This is a business.
But every time she uses a credit card, is going off the going down business as an expense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right now, it seems that you are impaired, okay? And I want to make sure we make it home, okay? Especially with the kids in the back. They're your kids, right? Son and daughter, okay?
Dang.
And then you were leaving the Madison house, going to check on the horses right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Horses.
Oh, check on the horses. Mm-hmm. They got money.
I can't afford a dog the size what Brandon got.
Me either, really, honestly.
Yeah. And they got horses.
Plural.
Can you have horses on the trailer park, Brandon?
Most times, no. It ain't enough room.
They
Ain't
need
enough
some
room to
land
gallop.
to do this. You got to feed them 4 bales of hay every single day, people. All right. These
That's big
horses,
money.
they can't eat no regular grass. They pussyfied. You know, they got to eat hay or they'll die. You know, I think with the horses that you keep at the house, you got to feed them hay. They just can't graze all day long.
Right.
But the wild horses can. So tell me that. It's expensive.
Yeah,
Horses are expensive. It's probably like the equivalent of having a car payment in a car.
Yeah, a high-end car.
Yeah, a high-end car. Maybe not that high. You know,
I think it is. Have to wash it, feed it at 3. Like I said, a horse has to eat. That's a big, strong animal with full of muscle. Especially if I'm not sure what they're doing with it. They could just be doing like training classes, you know, for people like want to ride horses. But
Brandon may not know. Brandon go in his backyard right now and cut all the weeds out. Don't pick them up. Let them dry out. He'll have a ball of hay, Brandon. Brandon, hay don't cost that damn much, buddy.
It don't cost that much, but upkeep on one horse, it sounds like they got multiple horses. But I'm just saying, having horses like that, it's not a cheap thing. Okay. You're gonna have to have somebody to come over, pick up the poop, you know, just wash the horse, all that kind of stuff.
Like I said, I think it'll cost you it'll be like buying a car.
Okay.
It'll be like you buying a car with the insurance, with the gas, with the maintenance. That's how much a horse will cost you.
Okay, I'm with you.
All right, so I want to run you through a couple of tests. I just want to make sure.
Now, if you racing horses, times that by 40. But
said 40.
but you may just have some horses to back because you like them.
Yeah.
You make it home. I'm worried about you and the kids. Okay. Do you understand the instructions I've given you so far? Okay. 1, you may begin.
2.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
3, 4, 5.
Oh no.
What you for?
I didn't think she was this intoxicated. The way she was 1, 2, 3. She should have calm, huh?
Now let's talk about your mind. You got your mind.
Yeah.
Goes down your spinal cord, goes to your arms. Is that close?
Yeah.
Now you got your mind going down your spinal cord, go all the way down your spine to your asshole. Shoot off your assholes and go down to your fingertips.
To your legs.
That's why when you drink, it may be harder. So the delays may be delayed. See, it's quick right here.
Yeah, because you don't have to balance yourself and do a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to balance the other stuff, but this one right here is hard. How do I know that? Come on, spinal cords like this, and when I know this for experience. 2020, half of 2023, 2024, I couldn't pass this test if I drunk 0 alcohol. I couldn't pass this test.
And it's a lot of pressure. So you on the side of the road, it's lights. You know, those lights are bright that the police officers have on you. So you know, this is not the easiest thing. But if you are sober, you should be able to do it. She's had something to drink, but
maybe if you don't got a neurology defect.
No, that's true. Most people with no health issues can do this. But if you got some issues, you need to let them know beforehand, and you don't need to have a cop of attitude with the police and get sassy when they're asking you questions or blaming other people like your kids, your husband, all this other stuff. Be like, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm you know, maybe wasn't paying attention, but she did so many things. This was inevitable.
People look up Georgia, Tennessee. You got some people getting arrested for DUIs for drinking alcohol, but they ain't never drunk alcohol in their life. They had neurological defects that some things they cannot do. Today, Planet Fitness, I spent 15 minutes working on exercise and approved this for me.
Okay.
Standing on a ball and those little balls, you activate a lot of senses down there. Everything got to work together.
Yeah.
I did that today at the jail.
And it may seem like it's easy, but that's a hard thing for me to even do. And my, and
it's easy. It's easy for you, Brandon.
I can do it, but still it takes a lot of focus. Like you can't just be doing that, just stand on it. But because the slightest thing, it'll have you off balance. So I can stand on it, but am I gonna be standing still? Probably not. I'm gonna be moving a little bit, trying to make sure I'm balanced.
Brandon be on there standing still as a whistle.
Well, I haven't tried it in a while, but the last time I've got on a ball like that, where it's like it looks like a planet or something like that. That's the ones you talking about.
Half planet. But I got the flat side, and my fat ass, when I get on there, I sink down on it. I damn near on the ground itself. so it ain't that much movement. Brandon thinking like he.
Well, 5 pounds. I guess it's.
I sink down on it, and I grab it. I grab it by like ankles to brace it. Then I like move. Then I take the ball and move.
I got you.
Yeah. I've been doing that for 2 years, people.
7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. 7, 8, 9.
Okay. All right, Mr. Dirks. At this point, it does appear that you're impaired by something. You're telling me you haven't had any alcohol tonight. Okay. Well, from what I've seen, you are too impaired to drive. Okay. That being said, you have 2 small children.
Did you zoom in on her eyes like that, or did the video?
Yeah, I zoomed in. People, I gotta edit it.
It looked like she's on something.
Copyrighted. Yeah, she on something. Who's she on that? Burnett. Who's she drinking, Brandon? Who's she drinking?
Some whiskey or something like that. Somebody that owns a horse, they'll be drinking some stuff like that, like some old school stuff. So,
what kind of whiskey your brother drinks?
What kind of do I drink, or just
no? Your brother, that's you. You cheap. You.
I know. Just right. Just drink all kind of stuff. I got him some stuff from Kentucky. I mean, like I said, it was a bourbon, but I'm not in it like that, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, she's drinking some good stuff.
Whiskey he drinks.
Oh,
okay. Well, she's a Bradford. She's a Woodbridge.
Woodbridge, is that what it is?
I've Woodbridge Reserve. That's what she is right here.
Okay.
$60 a bottle ain't that expensive.
Right. People can drive them home safely.
So she's not drinking no Don Julio. It's not Don Julio.
Brandon, Don Julio is mid.
It's a tequila. I know, but I'm saying that's the difference, because certain classes drink certain types of liquor, right?
She is drinking the tequila. She's drinking a skinny tequila. She's drinking one of those skinny drinks, Brandon. How old you think she is?
She's about 40. She's in her 40s. Yeah.
Do I look like that?
No.
God. Boy, we getting old. I was with you in Planet Fitness today. I told the girl, I saw a girl look just like you. Oh, it could be your sister. Oh, it could be my mom. I said, how old your mom? My mom about in her early 40s. I said, oh, Lord, this woman I'm talking to in her 20s, brother.
Right. But that's what I was going to ask you. So do you think most people think you're young, which is a good thing? Like, I think we don't look like we, well, go ahead. They don't think you look.
I'm 4 to 5 years younger, Brandon. They being 38, 37,
but would you rather look like you're 4 to 5 years older though, or more? Because some people do.
I don't have the money to look like I'm 4 to 5 years older. That takes a lot of liquor, a lot of alcohol, a lot of beer,
a lot of drugs,
sleep, and drugs. Yeah. I don't have that money. You got that money, Brandon?
No.
Oh, okay. So I can't look that way. I'm too broke to look like that. But why do broke people look like that, Brandon? Because that's all they got going for their life. Friday.
Or that's their goals.
Every black people, we live for the weekend, Brandon, ain't we?
Right. It's Friday, right.
That we don't do nothing Monday through Friday. We a slave. But the weekend is ours.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Day parties. What's people going now? We flying. Let's take flights.
Yeah.
You
going to Cancun.
Cancun. And you only do that once every 34 months. You're living for the weekend. That's not we supposed to get to a point that we live for every single day, people.
Correct.
I'm trying to get there right now. I said, I don't got a weekend. I don't got nothing. All right. So I don't have anything. So for the past 2 years, I've been living for nothing.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but you're living for your older years, so they'll be easier, not harder. You want to make them as easy as possible. Like for me, I'm working out now, so when I'm older, I can enjoy my daughter as she gets older. So if she want to go do something, I'll be able to have an extended health because I put in the time now. So when I'm 60 or I'm 65, like it's not as painful, or I'm a little bit more mobile than some people are when they're 65.
See, that's the key. Brandon working for 20 years down the road. I'm working up. See, I get out the tub with ease right now. Tomorrow. Can I go down the stairs like a normal person in 2 months? Can I at least do that? That's what I'm working for, Brandon.
I hear you.
So we all got
different goals.
different goals. I told Brandon I was doing tests to work out my nerves, my twitching nerves, just to
right. But
stand like this.
But I could be in the same boat you are if I overexert myself or I have a freak accident or just anything. Like that kind of stuff is real, you know? So you never know what kind of position you'll put yourself into doing certain things. Say I wanted to go out and party and they say, Brandon, jump off this thing over here, jump in the water, jump 50 feet in the water. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna do it. And I do it. And I'm tearing my back up to hurt my spine and my C3 or whatever. Now I gotta refocus my life and try to heal myself and get back to the point I was at. Because I was fine, but then something happened and now I reverted health-wise.
I remember thinking to myself, I said, thank God I don't have no kids. When it first happened, Brad, I was fucked up.
I remember. And it's hard to
tell, I'm sitting down, but I'm still ain't. I don't know. I ain't tried to run in over 2 years. I'm not even nowhere close ready to trying to run yet.
And like you say, thank God you don't have to, or you don't try to put yourself in a position where you have to. If somebody bump into you at the gas station, you're not gonna turn into
I can't run, Brandon.
But that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna put yourself in a position where you have to, or that may be an option.
It don't. Nobody does that, Halle, Brad. It don't work. You only do that when you're 20. Black people do that when they're 20 to 27. White people do that when they 15 to 19. All right. You don't put yourself. Who?
But they do. People do. We like that video we was talking about with that lady in the gas station. Huh? Go ahead.
Yeah, but that's something. But most people say, okay, I'll go make sure I get shot today.
Most logical people don't do that, but sometimes people have a bad day and they just in a bad mood, and for some reason they want to have conflict with somebody. They say you looking too happy. Let me
$5 hot dog.
Yeah, sometimes it be that.
And I wasn't a confident person. He was.
And it happened just like that.
That's a good. I'm working on that clip, Brandon. I'm sorry, people. We off. I'm working on that clip, Brandon. I think we actually record ourselves, me and you having an actual debate. Well, not a debate, a discussion, like a real discussion that we did not see eye to eye until the end.
Talking about the hot dog thing, the restaurant thing. Yeah, but that was funny though.
Nah, Brad, you didn't see it to the end.
I didn't see it to the end. What you mean?
You didn't see it to the end. You didn't see.
What you mean?
All this fussing and hollering.
Well, I don't see it. I don't.
A simple refund, Brandon. I didn't touch the hot dog. You gave it to me. I don't need to have it. You got 1,000 hot dogs on deck and you're fussing over this one.
I wasn't fussing, but I get why you say that. But sometimes people are like that. But you do have to be able to read a person. If I see you acting crazy about a hot dog and you really, really want your money back, I'm not even gonna do that. But if it's a logical looking person, and I'm like, you sure you don't want something else? I'm going to say that because I want you to be satisfied with my food and with my restaurant. I don't want you to think I don't care about you, huh?
I told you I could get in there. Though. I just broke up. And I was hungry. I got in there. She texted me, and I lost my appetite while waiting for the food. Brent.
And that's something that could happen. So you deserve your money back, even though we put our blood, sweat, and tears in that hot dog, making that hot dog. I did the swirls on it just for you. And you don't want it. That's fine.
It happened Wednesday. My feelings got all. I was a little angry. I could have went the whole day without eating nothing if I wanted to. Then I got my appetite at 7-something o'clock at night. That's what I ate. So. Yeah, it can happen.
It can happen for sure.
And Brandon risked his daughter and wife well-being over a hot dog.
Over a hot dog.
Over a hot dog. That's what I'm trying to stop it, Brandon. All right, Brandon, we ain't talking about $1,000. We're talking about one of your $8 hot dogs, and you got 1,000 in the back. A coworker dropped one today, and you can buy one.
I'm not going, but my goal is to make sure you had a wonderful experience. Maybe you got the wrong hot dog.
I want my girl back. Can you give me that?
Well, if you try one of these glissies, maybe.
I want my love back.
Once you fill your tummy up, maybe you'll have the courage you need to get her back. But you on an empty stomach, you may be hangry. Try, but nah, I got you.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, don't be, man, Brandon. I spend this week at least 8 hours being a mediator between professional people who make more than me, brother.
Yeah. And then why is that?
They get all this.
Yeah.
But everybody figure you just gotta remember this is the goal, people. Forget all this. If we all could talk on a first grade level about this, we could get somewhere. 8 hours, Brandon.
But I think people think you don't have good communication skills, but you really do. You have great communication skills and you know how to resolve issues. I think sometimes people want to talk, but I think you want to get to the bottom of it and meet the goal that we're here to meet, not do all this other stuff, this lip service.
Correct. And what was the goal? I can't talk too much, but 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5-digit code. That's all we're talking about.
Right.
5 digits. That's it, people.
But we live in a world everybody wants to be heard. You can't silence somebody's opinions or their feelings. Like everybody has to get out how they feel, and they got to say their side, even though that's a waste of time and it's counterproductive, really. But our society says, let's baby everybody, let's hear everybody out, and then later on, after we done wasted taxpayers' money, now we get into the bottom of it.
Guys, go ahead and book a session with me. I can solve your problem. Solve all the problems you got in 3 sentences or less. Brandon, give me a problem. Tell me a problem.
Well, let me tell you. I'll do a dating one because I can see you being somebody that can help with the dating thing. Lewis, I'm having some romantic issues at home. Like the fire is gone. Like what should I do? Like I don't know. It just seemed like we just not on the page. What should I do?
Go ahead.
Should I spend more money? Huh? Should I spend more?
What's wrong?
Okay.
And have a clear, open heart.
Okay.
That's what you do. One sentence.
Yeah.
The house was a pumpkin. No, I ain't your partner.
Right. But even with that, I think people love to hear a bunch of words and stuff that sound good, some catchphrases. I think that's what kind of stuff I see on the internet, especially when it comes to advice, like relationship advice. They don't want the short and sweet answer. They want something long, drawn out, something that sounds good, is theatrical. That's what people are looking for.
It's called root cause. Cause. So Brandon has an issue with his significant other. why the fuck he asking me?
Yeah.
You
Right.
can go directly to her
To the person, yeah, to the source.
in a peaceful, in a calm spirit, and make sure the other person is calm.
Yeah.
Maybe, okay, here's how you get a bonus. I saw Brandon's question with one answer. Let's perfect it. Brandon, is that person a male or female? You having a emotional problem?
It's a female.
Okay. Take the female out on a date that she likes.
Okay.
After you have fun, make sure it's not nighttime. When you come back, make sure it's 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the evening. Then ask the question.
Okay. That makes sense.
Say, we had a good day today. I'm trying my best. What else will make you feel blah, 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 so you can feel blah, 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 and get that in.
Yeah.
There you go. 2 sentences, people.
All right.
Hit me with another question. Any question, Brandon. Don't do no relationship.
Okay, I'm about to do a different one. Louis, I'm having some car trouble. I want to just ignore it and keep riding on the car as is, but what should I do? Should I take it into a mechanic? Should I go to a dealer? Like, what should I do?
I thought you asked me. You asked the questions? Okay, what I do is one thing. You go to a mechanic, but you could use Google. You could use Google to review the mechanic. Also, you could use Google to ask questions like what sound is happening. So you could go to the mechanic better reformed. But you go into a mechanic.
Better informed. I got you.
You could go to a dealer if it's in warranty. That'd be the best thing. Your car in warranty, you have to go.
Yeah, it is.
Or just take it to the dealership, you dumb nigga. Just take it there.
But if it's not, then what? Find a mechanic. Try to figure out what.
Do those reviews and call a mechanic.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. But don't I ask you stuff in real life if whether it's something going on with my heater, my water heater or AC unit or XYZ? Like
that was the easy fix. Go up there and check it once a week.
Right.
You know, it ain't that. I hate to say we make things overcomplicated, and it ain't that. Life ain't that complicated.
Yeah.
All right. Israel right now. Why did they bomb Iran, Brandon?
Is it because of oil? Yeah, I just heard it today too, but I'm not sure what's going on now over there. But
because they don't like them folks, they ain't never did like them. That's why they bombed them. Every chance they get to shoot a missile, they should go bust one off.
And that's not funny, but that's what happened. It seemed like that's what happened.
If America ain't gonna do nothing about it, they ain't gonna bust one off.
Yeah, for sure.
It's easy. They know the peace. They don't like each other.
Yeah.
And they never will.
For sure.
You know.
But if they wanted to solve it, they could solve it. But that's not what they want to do.
Brandon, they solve it. Only way they can solve it is one on guy deceased living. You know. That's the only solve you got. That's the type of people who lives in the world. And we giving them millions and millions of dollars
and weapons too,
and weapons to do stuff like that. Horrible people, devilish people, and we ain't go. This is what they say. They said this in every battle they was in. We ain't gonna stop bombing till we satisfied. And these supposed to be the people who strung up Jesus. No, they supposed to be people.
There you go.
We ain't stopping till we satisfied. That sounds like some man with a short mustache talking. Pretty similar.
Yeah. Right. But we pick and choose for sure.
Yeah. Shit, you still want to go with this video? Okay, yeah. We need to go because you ain't see her spaz out yet.
Okay.
You?
I can't do that. No, I don't have car seats. Your husband?
Look at her eyes. I'd be scared right now if I was the officer.
Are you going to take me to jail?
Yes. At this point, you were driving under the influence. I've determined that you were too impaired.
You like he's scared to say it.
Definitely can't be driving with the kids. Not to jail, to the police department and back
home.
You don't want to take. But in the meantime, is there somebody who can watch your children?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's on the car right now?
See, also police officers. Let me see how I put this
delicately.
No, I can't. Damn. Time I want to use the big screen, we took it off.
Just you solo?
No, this the movie.
Oh, okay.
All right. Here's the thing, police officer. Trump said the man was Hispanic and had tattoos.
Mhm.
He was MS-13. Now, could this other cop, he looked like MS-13 to me, brother. Cops should not have no tattoos, people.
I agree, but most of them do. It seems like every police video I see now, whether I'm watching cops or watching stuff on YouTube, they got a sleeve up their arm. Sometime on their neck too. I see it on their neck. But you know, that's the world we live in. But they're good people. They're good people still.
Yes, cops supposed to look like Andy Griffith. Missionary only. You know what I mean?
Right. No muscles.
No, Andy Griffith, he'll whoop this guy.
I'm thinking about Barney Fife. Never mind. I'm thinking about Barney Fife.
Yeah. Andy Griffith whooped this guy right here, Brandon.
Yeah, you know? Andy Griffith wasn't to be messed with though, for real.
Yeah, Andy Griffith saw the slick haircut. You're in the wrong area, boy, ain't you? If we don't got no black people in the coming on Main Street, how can you be here?
Right.
Hell, we only allow one Chinese restaurant in every 50 miles. No more.
Lord, did they have any Mexican people or Spanish people on Andy Griffin?
No.
Okay.
No, you barely saw a black person.
Right.
Yeah,
it was probably one or two.
Color. Like, oh, when they sipping with the color, then they put the colors on the color. Huh?
Right. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm thinking about In the Heat of the Night too. You know, they had that black. The white guy had a partner. He was black, and his wife was black too. I think it wasn't as many black people on that show either. But no,
well, you had the criminals was black, Brad. You know
I don't remember. Okay,
some of the criminals was black. That was like regular life.
Okay.
You gotta have. You mean with DEI, you gotta have one Negro on the squad. All right. If you don't have one Negro on the squad, you ain't get that federal funding, bro. Yeah, they know what's going on.
Okay, I'm with you.
No open alcohol or anything. No, you can talk to him.
No.
Okay.
Not,
Hi, this is Officer Gallman with the Woodstock Police Department. I'm here with Miss Dirks.
We said Woodstock.
So we are currently at Route.
You know that's where the restaurant was.
7 and Dean. Are these your children that are?
It was.
Woodstock, Georgia.
It's on Bluetooth. Oh. Can you hear me now, sir? I hooked up to the Bluetooth. Okay. So I'm asking. I'm at 14 between Dean and 47 with Miss Dirks. Are these your children that are with her? Is there a chance that you could come pick them up? Okay, that's fine. All right, here's your phone, babe.
I don't want my mother.
I mean, you asked me to call him, and that's who's coming. So.
Oh no.
Well, you don't really have a choice in that right now. Why can't? No, your mother, yeah, right. You don't want that.
Absolutely not.
Why is that?
Because they all fucking judge me for everything I do, and I fucking take care of everybody.
Uh-oh.
I'm just looking for somebody responsible.
About to melt down.
In Washington.
Piece of shit. He's
Uh-oh.
fucking dad, and he can't come get him.
I don't know why. I mean, does he have work? Has he been drinking?
No.
I don't know.
You said, has he been drinking?
What? You're sending my fucking mom over here? Piece of shit. Fucking hate my life. Take me to jail.
Okay.
You do whatever you want. These kids, I don't fucking Oh, God, you guys know what I do every day. I get fucking abused.
Now, Brandon.
Man.
Oh,
that was violent.
That was violent. What happened? What was violent about?
She said, F her life, do whatever you want to do with these kids. I don't care. And flipped out.
Bray, you think this first time she done this?
No, no. Do you think she have a bad life?
I think she has a regular life. She has a life that everybody has. You got family members, people talk junk, you know. She probably has a regular life.
Do you think they're struggling as far as financially?
I bet they probably loaded in debt.
There could be, for sure.
Yeah. See, what happens with these groups of people? You load them up, you load your life up with debt.
Uh-huh.
But they know the system. You drink the alcohol. If you start drinking the alcohol when you're 30 and get life insurance for 30 years or 40 years, you go clock out just in time.
When it's time to really pay, or when you can't pay anymore because you're not working anymore, you're not making any money. That's what you're trying
you run
to say?
up the debt. They use death. A lot of people come up when a person dies. That's how it's supposed to happen.
Okay.
So they have life insurance, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. And that's what they live it off of, Brandon.
Okay.
So they run the debt up in real life and they go to the afterlife. I'm broke. The government, they can't get nothing when you're dead, Brandon.
Yeah.
Nothing to your name.
Yeah.
And then when they die, they get the insurance money and they get paid off of that. Black people, for some reason, we don't got no insurance money and no nothing.
Right.
When we die, we leave bills and debt.
Yeah.
People fighting over lawnmowers and titty shoes.
Yeah, for sure. And old vehicles.
And old vehicles that didn't run in years in the yard.
Right.
And I ain't making none of this stuff up.
No,
I seen it personally. That's why I named it.
Right.
Different stuff.
Right.
So it's everybody's going through something, but I can tell you what she ain't going through, Brandon.
What?
She ain't never went through racism. She ain't had to do racism. She ain't never had to do discrimination based on color.
Yeah.
So her life is a little easier
Yeah.
than other people life because they don't have the extra layer of BS that me and Brandon daily that we have to go through.
Right.
That we have to go through.
But if you don't know, you don't know. So she thinks her life, everybody thinks their life is the hardest. Like we don't understand her struggle, even though she hasn't been through our struggle.
I understand, Brad. I understand her struggle, Brad.
But that's what I'm saying. We understand. I think we do because I don't want to say we're at the bottom, but we are at the bottom when it comes to being discriminated against. So I think she may think, oh, I'm a woman. You may not understand how it feels to be a woman, but at the end of the day, we're still black. So, people may treat you different because you're a woman, but people treat us very differently because it's color of our skin. That's just how it is. That's how America is. That's how the world is, really.
You're right. You're all right. All right, you saw her cracked up. She called the mom. And the worst phone call you could get when you pick up his officer on the other end.
That's scary. Mm-hmm. But did the husband do anything wrong by calling her mom? Because if he can't come and get her, I mean, his kids are in the car, so he want to get to the kids as fast as possible. So if that equals, I need to call the mom, your mom. I'm calling your mom. See, if you're gonna be judged for it, so be it.
Yeah, she worried about the gossip.
Yeah, right. But hey, you put yourself in that position.
Have my back. How she know they talk about her back? She got the house bugs, bro.
Right. She got the cameras. She listening.
You see what people? But watch this, Brad. Watch it reality. Brady, do she got the house bug?
No, she don't have a house bug.
So how you really know somebody's talking about you? How you?
But you know when somebody's talking about you. You could look at somebody and be like, oh yeah, they've been talking about me.
Are you
they
sure?
Give you that dirty look, huh?
You think? You don't know, Brady.
You don't know
really
for sure. No, you don't know for sure, but you can have a feeling. If you keep doing stuff like this, you know people talking about you.
Brandon, that's how women stay in drama. They go off.
Yeah.
Hey, she don't have no proof. She may not have no proof they're gonna be talking about her, but she already basing off something that didn't happen.
She's going off perception. She's going off feelings, not facts. She don't have the facts, but she got a feeling. She got intuition. And can you do that? Sure, but is that healthy to do? Is that really 100% guaranteed that somebody's talking about you? No.
See, when she see her mother-in-law, she thinks her mother-in-law is talking about her. It's not. Her mother-in-law don't like her ragged ass highlights in her hair. So every time she look at you, you see, you think it's something else, but it's really something else. That's why I tell people to stay positive. Try always keep a positive outcome. Because time you come to assuming,
Yeah.
What P Diddy even said, make an asshole at yourself. You know?
By assuming. Right.
Yeah. You
My
know?
music keeps you moving. I
You're
remember
moving.
that. I remember that lyric.
Yeah. Don't. And what I assume is a good chance I'm 60% wrong.
It could be, but like I say, if you don't have the facts, what does it matter? If your mom is talking about you or whatever, does it really matter? Just get your life in order. Do what's right, move right. You don't have to worry about that kind of stuff.
Correct. You up here dropping out of what you got, Midlands Tech. and then you wait 5 years, you drop out of USC.
Uh-huh.
And then you get married.
Uh-huh.
And then you buy a car, you wreck every single one of them.
Yeah.
You see,
right.
hey, you give it a reason for people to talk half the time.
And like I said, they may not even be talking, but you got a guilty conscience and you feel bad about your past. And you the one walking around with it on your shoulder, on your heart. And you feel like everybody talking about you.
But they're going to talk about you this time, though, for real. You had those beautiful grandbabies in the car.
Right.
You in the front street in $100,000 car, blistered.
Yeah, right. With an attitude.
With an attitude. You need to get talked about,
A little bit, because it may save your life. Because this lady seemed like she don't care as much anymore. Like she done had enough. She's drinking. She running red lights somehow. I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Swerving, blaming on everybody but herself.
Got the Susan B. Anthony spirit, brother. Susan B. Anthony. You know who that was, right?
What? I can't remember if this lady
drowning
did the flag.
In
okay.
The river
in South Carolina. Was that South Carolina? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Susan B. Anthony cheating on her husband. Took the ring off.
I forgot she took a ring off too and tried to put it back on.
She got the ring off in a big truck.
Yeah.
She was driving looking for a lake, people.
She was looking for something.
And you think that's a joke? At the end, she said, fucking kids, do whatever you want to do with
it. Right. And disintegrate. I don't know what she did, but
she's looking for, if she didn't do that, she's looking for a 62-year-old wealthy man.
Yeah, right.
The only thing she got to do is one time a week.
Right.
And she get a big paycheck.
Right. But she's competing with people that are younger than her with less baggage. So
yeah, but she an old broom, Brandon. She knows where all the dirt at. Paul Moody.
Is that his joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
She knows she could get to all the dirt, so she know what the old man like.
Right.
They just got the Perkins.
Yeah.
If she wake up, I gonna put some bacon in the microwave.
Uh-huh.
Scramble an egg and put that in a coffee mug and put that in the microwave. A little butter. Have a hook.
Yeah.
Brandon,
but that's
eggs in the microwave. Like you ever cook eggs in the microwave?
But I know people have, because I don't really eat eggs like that. But that is a good advantage that an older woman would have over a younger woman. Being able to make an old-fashioned breakfast or like a traditional breakfast. What?
Brandon, I just named.
No, you said microwave stuff.
Motel breakfast.
but there's still that can beat somebody that's younger who doesn't know how to cook. Still,
yeah, I ain't getting that now, Brandon. I'll be delightful if I got it now.
That's what I'm saying. Right. So imagine somebody that knows how to throw down like people used to throw down for breakfast. We used to have big breakfasts back in the day. Like it'd be so much food you can't even eat it all.
Correct. The easiest meal to cook: a pan, an oven, and a pot. You can feed 1,000. Rich. Right. The pan is full of meat in the oven. You ain't have to watch it. It's gonna cook.
Right.
You got another pan up top with a little bacon. Then you cook the eggs in the bacon.
Right. But being on our phone, being distracted, killed all of that. Now we don't have time to even make a breakfast in the morning.
Who says that? I have time. I have time to feed myself, Brandon.
You're different. You're different. But a lot of people.
I'm your average.
You are. Brandon. No, that's not true.
Brandon, I make $53,000 a year. Okay. All right. I don't have a house. All right.
You have property? Yes.
I don't have a house, Brandon. I don't have a house.
Okay.
My car is the 03. Come
Okay.
on now, Brandon.
Okay.
And most
Are-
of my clothes come from the thrift store.
Are you in debt like most Americans?
Of course. What you looking like that?
What do you call debt? Do you have money in the bank? Are you in the red? Are you living check to check? Well, I ain't gonna say living check to check because that could be something different. Are you drowning in finances?
Yes, Brandon.
You're not okay. I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, I'm drowning. The check, I look for every single check that's coming and pray for it. After I get that check, get the check deposit on Friday. By Tuesday, I'm broke for the next 10 days.
Okay. Or do you have a 401k? Do you have some?
Yeah, I got one of those.
Okay. But I was saying,
Brandon, I'm still a young man. I can't touch no 401k now. What are you talking about?
Some people not even putting aside for that though. That's what I'm saying. Oh,
the companies give free money. That's just let the free money get in there. Don't do anything else.
But some people are not even doing that. Companies match money that's going to 401k. Some people are like, no, I'm turned it on for a little bit, but I'm turning it off now because when Friday come around, I need that bottle of Dawn.
Tell you the truth, most people don't even work for a company, Brandon.
So what do they do? What do they do? DoorDash? Huh?
I don't know what they did. They work for a mom and pop. They work for a place
company
that don't got no 401k. A lot of people don't got no 401k or access to a 401k.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a disaster, people.
Yeah.
You're having fun now, having some of the cheapest, wildest sex on the air mattress in your life right now. You enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
You got the boom
No
box.
worries.
No worry. Boom box on. Box fan at the head of the bed.
Right.
You living life. Rent going up every single month. Brandon, is it wise to stay in an apartment all your life?
I wouldn't say so. Because like you say, every time it's time to sign a lease, it's not going up. I mean, it's not going down, it's going up. It's not staying the same, it's going up. They may try to cut you a deal if you sign early sometime, but probably not.
Rent always gonna match the market.
Mm.
And Brandon, in the 80s, which one was cheaper to live in, the 80s or the 90s?
I want to say the 80s, but you
okay. In the 90s, what was cheaper to live in, the 90s or the 2000s?
In the 90s.
All right, in the 2000s, what was cheaper to live in, the 2000s or the 2010?
2000.
All right, in 2010, what was cheaper, 2010 or 2020?
2010.
So this is me and Brandon's lifetime. The fact that everything always
keep going up. Right.
So you live in an apartment. The apartment that I got after college, $555. I can guarantee that apartment costs about $1,600 now.
Right. Have they upgraded it where it should cost that much though?
Here's the upgrades they do. Pull the carpet out.
Yeah.
All right. Pull the carpet out. Let's put plastic down on the floor. Papaya. Brandon, you just got new plastic at your house. It looks good. It looks good. I got plastic at my place in North Carolina. I put that carpet. I put plastic down there.
Okay.
The plastic. This is what the plastic do. The plastic costs $100 more than the carpet, right?
Yeah.
To put down.
Yeah.
But the carpet you got to change out every time. Sometimes every time a person comes in, unless you look
it's
like
just too
me.
Dirty.
25 years, same carpet. 5 different
oh yeah.
You put down the plastic.
Mm-hmm.
You put down the plastic. Now you can raise rent $125 a month.
Okay.
Now it only costs you extra $100 to put it down.
Right.
When a person moves out, you don't have to replace the carpet. You just clean the floor and see you're making money. That's a savings
constantly.
That's not getting passed on to a consumer.
Yeah.
With Brandon, this is what Brandon brainwashed.
Go ahead. Why?
Brandon said, "Oh, I'm getting a value with this laminate. Why? Because he could take pictures and the house looked up to date. So we take the pictures. Right. Oh, they got a nice place.
Right, yeah.
That's his value. But he's paying 10% more a month for it.
Right. And then I'm looking at the faucet. They say, well, you know what? That's a quick fix. Let's upgrade the faucet. Let's make it look a little bit more modern, right?
Correct. And faucets, you used to buy a faucet and it lasts you 25 to 35 years. Mm-hmm. I bought a faucet in 2010 by 12 years later, that faucet had to be replaced.
Right. Now
the faucet here, 2017, is always 8 years later, it's showing it's wearing out, Brad. You got to turn it a certain way to keep it
to put it work. Right. Right.
That way it make things right, but you're paying more.
Yeah.
So it's always it's buying. You do not want to pay rent while you're 70 years old. That's all I got to say.
Right. No, for real. But how do you get outside of that if you can't ever save any money to put a down payment on a house? Or
why you can't save money?
Well, because people feel like they always in survival mode, or they always living check to check, and they can't
survival mode.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, I was eating 2 pieces of white bread.
But people not doing that. And people not
butter. That's survival mode, Brandon. So
You're right.
It's
their version. It's their version of what they think survival mode is. They're like, no, I'm not going to Ruth Chris tonight. I am going to Olive Garden. We're going to Olive Garden tonight, but I'm not going to Ruth Chris. That's how they say they're gonna save money. They're not cooking at home. They're definitely not doing what you're doing, which I commend. Being very responsible with your funds, saying, you know what, I don't need to overeat. Because number one, it's not healthy. It's not benefiting me that much by eating all this stuff with sugar and butter and all this stuff.
I just put butter on the toast bread.
I'm just saying, but it's a difference between going to let's say the Cheesecake Factory, getting those the meals or pasta meals with heavy whipping cream. They got sugar, they got all kind of additives and all that kind of stuff in it. Opposed to what you do at home. If you're making a sandwich, you put a little butter on there.
Hey, you know what? You know what I did this week? I made a sacrifice. I said, I got $3.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy the bread with no chemicals in it. It costs $3 more.
Yeah, right.
And I did it this time. So last Sunday, I was in the aisle stuttering the bread.
Yeah, looking at ingredients.
$6.99 versus $3.99, whatever, $3 or something.
Yeah.
One the last 2 weeks. The kind with no chemicals, it don't last that long.
You're right. And we did a show on that bread, how all that stuff they put in the bread too. So
I looked at my watch. How long I got these damn bread?
Right. You got a plan.
Yeah.
You can't just let it sit in there for a week and I'm gonna have a sandwich here and a sandwich there. You got to have an active meal prep schedule for how you're gonna eat this bread. So okay, I'm gonna do turkey sandwiches for the next couple of days, and that's gonna be it, or however you want to do it.
I had a plan. 10 slices. I'm gonna eat 10 slices, 2 slices a day at 9:00 a.m. and 2 boiled eggs, and that was it.
Yeah.
And do that sound light or heavy?
It sounds light.
How many calories you think that is?
Now that's something I'm not good at. I would say probably about 500, 700 calories. That turkey sandwich. Sandwich.
I ain't had no turkey sandwich.
I thought you said 2 slices of
two slices of bread.
Oh, just bread. Oh, okay.
With a little butter and a little jam.
Okay.
And 2 eggs.
Well, that's about 100. 2 eggs, maybe about 200 calories, maybe.
It's gonna be anywhere from between 350 and 400 calories.
Okay, which is great. Especially if it's a meal, and you feel like you got enough to do what you got to do.
That meal lasts me all the way to
lunchtime.
Lunchtime, I have a little peanuts and some cheese, and maybe a piece of fruit, and that lasts me all the way to dinner. Dinner would be like 6 something.
Well, that's good.
My crazy ass goal was to.
But see, that's survival mode. People, like you said, that's a real survival mode. And taking care of your body, not overeating. You didn't eat any honey buns or no snacks out of the vending machine? Or
I did.
like Oh, okay.
Just like I had me an oatmeal pie, I eat that at night. I don't eat that during those times, bro.
Yeah.
My weakness is at past 6 o'clock, people. Right now I have zero weakness from I
4
struggle
a.m.
to get to the 9.
Uh-huh.
But after 9 o'clock, I have zero weakness from 9 to 6. I got zero weakness.
I got it.
But when you get down to 7 o'clock, you kick your seats up, you kick your shoes off. And you know you got those oatmeal pies up there.
You're right, in the pantry.
You gotta get them. And I had one just before the show.
I got you.
All right, Brad, you want to call it?
Yeah, we're going to call it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see y'all soon. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be back very soon.